World War I, 1914 to 1918. Known as the Great War, it primarily involved European powers and alliances. World War II, 1939 to 1945. A more global conflict with widespread involvement. It was largely driven by the rise of fascism under Adolf Hitler and the aggression of Axis powers. Total deaths, including both military and civilian casualties. World War I, estimated 16 to 20 million. World War II, estimated 70 to 85 million. Military deaths. World War I, around 9.7 million. World War II, around 21 million. Civilian deaths. World War I, around 7 million. World War II, roughly 50 million. Major causes of death. World War I, trench warfare, gas attacks, and battles on the Western Front. World War II, modern warfare, tanks, aircraft, and atomic bombs, genocide, and widespread destruction. Countries involved. World War I. Allied powers. France, United Kingdom, Russia, Italy, United States. Central powers. Germany, Austria-Hungary, Ottoman Empire, Bulgaria. Key theaters of war. Western Front, France and Belgium. Eastern Front, Russia, Middle Eastern Front, and the African colonies. Countries involved. World War II. Allied powers. United States, United Kingdom, Soviet Union, China, France, and other countries. Axis powers. Germany, Italy, Japan, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria. Global conflict. WW2 saw active combat in Europe, Asia, North Africa, the Pacific, and other parts of the world. Key leaders. World War I. Allied powers. Woodrow Wilson, USA. David Lloyd George, UK. Georges Clemenceau, France. Central powers. Kaiser Wilhelm II, German Emperor. Franz Joseph I, Austria-Hungary Emperor. Key leaders. World War II. Allied powers. Franklin D. Roosevelt, USA. Winston Churchill, UK. Joseph Stalin, Soviet Union. Charles de Gaulle, France. Axis powers. Adolf Hitler, Germany. Benito Mussolini, Italy. Emperor Hirohito, Japan. Technology and warfare. World War I. Introduction of tanks, machine guns, poison gas, and airplanes. World War II. Introduction of aircraft carriers, advanced tanks, radar, atomic bombs. Genocide and mass atrocities. World War I. Armenian genocide 1915 to 1917. The Ottoman Empire, modern-day Turkey, carried out the genocide of 1.5 million Armenians, along with the killing and deportation of Greeks and Assyrians. The events are still disputed by the Turkish government, but it remains one of the first modern genocides of the 20th century. World War II. The Holocaust. World War II witnessed the most horrific genocide in history. Nazi Germany, under Adolf Hitler, orchestrated the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews in concentration camps, mass shootings, and gas chambers. Other mass atrocities. Japanese atrocities in China. where 200,000 to 300,000 Chinese civilians were killed by Japanese forces. Impact on the World War I. The war led to the collapse of empires, Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, German, Russian, and the creation of new nations. Treaty of Versailles, 1919, imposed harsh terms on Germany, contributing to political instability in Europe and the rise of Nazism. Impact on the World War II. Redrew global borders, especially in Europe and Asia. Led to the creation of the United Nations, UN, to prevent future global conflicts. The Cold War emerged between the United States and the Soviet Union. Decolonization movements began in Asia and Africa after the war. The Holocaust and other atrocities led to human rights movements and the Geneva Conventions. Conclusion of World War I, 1914 to 1918, versus World War II, 1939 to 1945. World War I, 1914 to 1918. Treaty of Versailles, 1919. World War I officially ended with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. World War II, 1939 to 1945. Creation of the United Nations, 1945. In the aftermath of World War II, the United Nations, UN, was founded to replace the failed League of Nations, with the goal of fostering international cooperation, peacekeeping, and preventing future wars. Other impacts on the World War I. The war led to the collapse of empires, Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, German, Russian, and the creation of new nations. Treaty of Versailles, 1919, imposed harsh terms on Germany, contributing to political instability in Europe and the rise of Nazism. World War II. Redrew global borders, especially in Europe and Asia. Led to the creation of the United Nations, UN, to prevent future global conflicts. The Cold War emerged between the United States and the Soviet Union. Decolonization movements began in Asia and Africa after the war. The Holocaust and other atrocities led to human rights movements and the Geneva Conventions.